Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your TNA Impact spoilers from February the 9th all the way through March, parts of March, including the last match of Kurt Angle in TNA. Thanks to Eric Oddie for the following Impact taping spoilers from Manchester, England. These are the ones that's February 9th. Mandrews defeated Will Ospreay in a match for Explosion. World Heavyweight Champion Matt Hardy, Reby Sky, their son Maxwell, and Tyrus open up with a promo about how great Hardy is. Bobby Lashley defeated Bram. Trevor Lee retained the TNA X Division title over Tigre Uno. Kurt Angle cut a promo, but was interrupted by Maria Kanellis, who introduced Mike the Prodigy Bennett, who's now being called the Miracle. Drew Galloway cut them off, put Angle over, and talked up their match. Later, there was a clip that's only 5 seconds long after his match with Bobby Lashley at the tapings. I'm not even going to worry about putting it on there because you can go to twitter.com/celebvm and see that. Beer Money defeated Abyss and Crazy Steve by disqualification. Grado come out, talked about getting fired by the Feast or Fire match. Eli Drake came out to poke fun at him, and they get into a fight. Well, when you're fired, you're fired from the company. Well, what was he doing at the tapings? Well, he's from England, or wherever. Jade defeated Madison Rayne. Drew Galloway defeated Kurt Angle by submission. And the taping was on January 29th. This one also taped on January 29th or to February 16th. Thanks to Eric Oddie for the following Impact from Manchester, England for the February 16th episode. World Heavyweight Champion Matt Hardy, Reby Sky, Tyrus, and Maxwell all out for a promo. The segment ends with Ethan Carter III reuniting with Rockstar Spud to a major pop. They brawled with Tyrus and Hardy. Mike the Miracle Bennett with Maria defeated Mandrews. Beer Money called Eric Young and Bram to the ring for a brawl. The Wolves defeated Abyss and Crazy Steve in a Monsters Ball match to retain the TNA tag titles. O'Dark the Great, Grado in a mask, and Mahabali Shera defeated Jesse Goddard and Eli Drake. Madison Rayne and Gail Kim defeated Marty Bell and Jade. Ethan Carter III and Rockstar Spud defeated Tyrus and Matt Hardy. Wonder how long this tag team is going to be together. Well, soon find out. Taped from January 30th. For the February 23rd episode. Thanks again to Eric Oddie. Bear Money defeated Eric Young and Bram in a 6 sides of steel match. Rockstar Spud and Ethan Carter III hype the title shot against World Heavyweight Champion Matt Hardy, who comes out to exchange promos. The Dollhouse defeated Velvet Sky, Maria Kanellis, and Gail Kim in a lethal lockdown match. The Dollhouse took Madison Rayne out, and Maria ended up locking the cage, making the match a handicap match. Trevor Lee defeated Tigre Uno to retain the X Division title inside the 6 sides of steel. O'Dark the Great, Grado in a match, defeated Eli Drake in the 6 sides of steel. Kurt Angle and Bobby Lashley cut promos on their upcoming match. Matt Hardy retained the World Heavyweight title over Ethan Carter III in the 6 sides of steel, as Rockstar Spud turned heel to Big Heat and helped Hardy escape the cage for the win. Taped on January 31st for March the 1st episode. Again, thanks to Eric Oddie from Birmingham, England. Taped in London, actually. The Wolves retained the TNA tag titles over Will Ospreay and Mandrews. Mike Bennett defeated Drew Galloway. Abyss defeated Jimmy Havoc in a Monstrous Ball match. Eric Young retained the TNA King of the Mountain title over Big Damo. Kurt Angle defeated Bobby Roode. Taped also from Birmingham. Jesse Goddard defeated Tigre Uno in a match for Explosion. Gail Kim come out from a promo on Maria Kanellis saying she doesn't belong in the Knockouts division. Maria comes out and they exchange promos, but Maria says she's too much of a lady to fight. Gail chases her away, but gets floored by Jade. World Heavyweight Champion Matt Hardy cut a promo on EC3. He brings out hometown star Rockstar Spud, who also cuts a heel promo on EC3. Ethan runs down and brawls with Tyrus. Hardy, but Spud retreats. EC3 issues a challenge for an unsanctioned street fight with no referee. And EC3 defeated Rockstar Spud in the street fight. EC3 choked Spud out and didn't let go until officials came out to pull him off. Also taped on January 30th for March the 1st episode from London, England. That was taped on Sunday. To be airing on Tuesday, March the 1st. There's supposed to be a Joker's Wild pay-per-view will air, but several matches were also taped in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania months ago. The Wolves retained the TNA Tag Titles over Will Ospreay and Mandrews. Mike, the Miracle Bennett, defeated Drew Galloway. Abyss defeated Jimmy Havoc in a Monstrous Ball match. Eric Young retained the TNA King of the Mountain title over Big Damo. Angle defeated Rude. Bobby Lashley and Gail Kim defeated Tyrus and Rebel in a match for Joker's Wild. Matt Hardy and Will Ospreay defeated Eli Drake and Jane Storm in a match for Joker's Wild. Also taped on January 31st. Thanks to Eric Otte for following Wrestling Impact. TNA Wrestling Impact from Birmingham. For March 8th, TNA hasn't announced when the Joker's Wild event will air yet. Mike Bennett and Drew Galloway defeated Big Damo and Jimmy Havoc in a match for Joker's Wild. Dixie Carter hosted a farewell for Kurt Angle with the roster surrounding the ring. Dixie thanked Angle for everything he's done, and Angle said he's a better person because of his time in TNA. Drew Galloway and Bobby Lashley both came in to talk to Angle. They both thanked him, but Lashley said Angle still wasn't ready for him. Gail Kim retained the TNA Knockouts title over Jade. Eric Young retained the King of the Mountain title against Will Ospreay, Big Damo. Bram and Jimmy Havoc were other participants. Mike, the Miracle Bennett, cut a promo on deserving a world heavyweight title shot, but Drew Galloway interrupted and had words, and Galloway left Bennett laying. Madison Rain and Velvet Sky defeated Rebel and Marty Bell in a match for Explosion. Bobby Roode and James Storm defeated the Wolves to win the TNA Tag Team titles. Davey Richards suffered a leg injury when taking a move from Storm. He went to the floor for a breather, and Earl Hebner threw up the X to call for help, and thus they finished the match with Beer Money winning the tag team titles. Grado came out complaining about being fired in Feast or Fired. Eli Drake interrupted him for a segment that seemed very rushed. Bobby Lashley defeated Kurt Angle in Angle's last match. Lashley won a very good match with a spear and attacked Angle afterwards. Galloway ran out for the save, but Lashley took him out. Eddie Edwards ran out, but Lashley beat him down. EC3 was the last babyface out, and Lashley backed down from him. Angle recovered and gave a pretty good speech and said he will see everyone again. Angle embraced Galloway, Edwards, and EC3, then celebrated. The 5-second video that I was talking about earlier, it's not even worth putting a link up there. Like I said, it was only 5 seconds, and all you could hear, you could barely see Angle in the ring, due to a fan blocking the view. And you can see Drew Galloway coming back in. And that was basically it. And you can hear the crowd chant, "Thank you, Angle," twice. Well, Drew Galloway won the Joker's Wild Gauntlet match with Mike the Miracle Bennett, Mandrews, Tigre Udo, Jay, Will Ospreay, Eric Young, Graham, Eddie Edwards, Tyrus, Matt Hardy, Rockstar Spud, and Grado. The match came down to Galloway and Bennett. Well, why didn't they put their champion in a gauntlet match for the title? Well, take it back. Well, that's because it's TNA, not WWE. Royal Rumble. Well, Hall of Famer Kurt Angle wrestled his final match. As you just heard the results for his last match in TNA. Lashley won a very good match with a spear and attacked Angle afterwards. Galloway ran out for the save, but Lashley took him out. Eddie Edwards ran out next, but Lashley beat him down. EC3 was the last babyface out. As Lashley backed down from him, Angle recovered and gave a pretty good speech and said he will see everyone again. Angle embraced Galloway, Edwards, and EC3 and celebrated. That was a second report. Once the storyline commitments were met, Angle got on the microphone and delivered an emotional speech, thanking the fans for their support throughout his legendary career. Mark Mandrews was reportedly a bit dinged up after getting a shot to the head during his hatching match, and there was concern that he might have been hurt, but he later posted on Twitter that he's doing okay. And here's what he said on Twitter after all the events. At Mandrews TNA, thanks for the tweets, guys. I'm okay. Just a little knock to the head. Thanks to everyone who came out tonight in Wembley, or at Wembley Stadium. Reby Sky has been getting criticized on social media lately by fans claiming that she is putting her baby son, Maxwell, in danger when she brings him to the ring on TNA Impact TV. Sky posted the following on Twitter defending herself. Here's what she posted, although she may delete it as she's known to post things and then later delete them. At Reby Sky, to the concerned morons walking 20 foot in a straight line and up 2 steps with my baby does not put him in danger. It's a TV show. F off. Trying to keep it PG. And also, over the weekend, Reby and Awesome Kong got into a dispute. Supposedly some pushing backstage and in the locker room. Well, Reby officially has signed a TNA contract, so she's wrestling coming up. And TNA has released a statement confirming that Awesome Kong was sent home. Thus, you didn't hear any results of her being in any matches, thanks to the incident that happened. Apparently, John Gabrick wrote on Twitter, prior to the Impact TV tapings at the Manchester Arena on Friday, Kia Stevens, a.k.a. Awesome Kong, was involved in an incident involving Rebecca Hardy, a.k.a. Reby Sky. Subsequently, Kia was removed from the tour and returned to the United States immediately. The matter is being reviewed to determine if any additional disciplinary action will be taken. Quote unquote. Update, here's more on the story between Awesome Kong and Reby Sky in TNA that led to Awesome Kong being sent home from the ongoing UK tour, which in my opinion, it should have been both. If they're going to throw one to blame, well, they need to throw both. There was an apparent incident between the two during the tour, as reported from Friday. According to sources, the feud between Sky and Kong goes back to 2013 after comments were made on social media at a shoot interview. So it seems that bad blood between Sky and Kong have been brewing for quite some time. In 2013, Sky posted on Twitter on Sid Vicious no-showing at an indie event. This caused Kong to insult Sky and call her a hoe and a peon. Later, during a U-Shoot interview segment called the hoe bag. Sky later responded to Kong on Twitter with the following post. Not aware of this. If this is true, doesn't make much sense, as I don't know her on a really personal level, and we have been nothing but nice to each other in passing at shows. We've actually texted back and forth a few times. So if she now has a problem with me, I can only attribute it to one thing or person. Fake as crap to be nice to my face and talk crap to a camera if it's true. But no shocker there. That's 99% of the women in this business anyway. Next. Sky then posted this in September on Awesome Kong. I will never respect a no-show. Someone who scams promoters and F the fans and people who actually show up to work. F out of here. That being said, go back to smiling to my face at shows and talking crap online, aka karma. You fake biatch. Original Awesome Kong has been sent home on the first day of the TNA tour from UK. Kong was sent home after altercation in the locker room with Reby. According to another source, Kong has had an issue with Sky for some reason when the latter tried to dress in the when Reby tried to dress in the women's locker room. Kong took her bag and threw it out of the room. Sky then left the room, and when she returned to get her things, Kong tried to attack her for not apologizing for the as yet undetermined offense. And there said to be two versions of the story after that. The first thing that Kong tried to attack Sky, but was stopped. While the second, which comes from far more people, is that Kong got to Sky and throttled her before security and producer Pat Kenny restrained Kong. Sky and Matt Hardy's son were said to be in the vicinity of the incident. Kong has now been sent home, unknown what this means for her future in TNA. Third update. More details on the physical confrontation that took place between Reby and Awesome Kong during the TNA UK tour. TNA issued a statement that Kong was at home from the tour. It is confirmed that the confrontation between the two was physical, and Kong left visible marks around Reby Sky's throat and the back of her neck. That could be seen if she lifted her hair. Sky posted the following tweet alluding to the incident with Kong. Another report by PW Insider reports that Awesome Kong was sent home from the tour because of a major locker room incident that involved Matt Hardy's wife, Reby Sky. Sources notified PW Insider that Kong didn't think much of Reby dressing in the same locker room with the rest of the knockouts and actually tossed Sky's back out of the room. Commenting on wrestling talent only. Apparently, there are two stories going around again. One story, unsuccessfully run, made at Sky. The other was Kong grabbed Sky by the neck before being restrained by Pat Kenny. Again, Vice President of TNA, John Gabbert, issued the following statement regarding the reported Awesome Kong being sent home. Prior to the Impact tapings from Manchester Arena, Kia Stevens was involved in the incident involving Rebecca Hardy. Subsequently, Kia was removed from the tour and returned to the United States. It's being reviewed to determine if any additional disciplinary action will be taken. Kurt Angle isn't the only guy who has been injured early in TNA's UK tour. The TNA Twitter account announced today that Davey Richards suffered a knee injury during the Impact tapings in Birmingham, with Richards commenting as well at Impact Wrestling tonight in Birmingham on the hashtag Impact Tour, Impact UK Tour at Richards Wesley injured. Initial diagnosis, meniscus issue. An MRI is scheduled. Details to come. Nothing yet. But at Richards Wesley tweeted, I'm sorry to Impact Wrestling UK fans tonight, you deserve better than what I gave. I'll be back and give you the match you deserve. Davey Richards suffered a knee injury on the final day of the TNA UK tour. From Sunday, according to the sources, Richards is returning home to take a college exam. He will then get the knee looked at and then likely have surgery. The earlier word on the injury is a torn meniscus. Richards posted another tweet at Richards Wesley. Thanks for your concern. Getting hurt is part of the job, but at least I got hurt fighting two of the best at Real Bobby Roode and at James Stormbrandt. Another tweet at Richards Wesley. I'd honestly rather focus on not me, but at Impact Wrestling incredible UK tour. Best wrestling I've ever seen happened this weekend. Another tweet from at Richards Wesley. Worst part of getting hurt is that when I land in St. Louis, I have to haul my sorry ass into college to take my math test before I can see a doctor. Richards and Eddie Edwards dropped the TNA titles to Beer Money at first night of the tapings. And that concludes my results and spoilers for TNA Wrestling or Impact Wrestling. Thanks again. Peace out. See you want to be. By the way, if you don't know, just call me, bro and sisters.